Welcome back to the channel. I am Woo Woo Yapper, and today we are going to talk about astrology styling, zodiac styling 101. What is important? What should you be looking for? What do I focus on as a zodiac styler and someone who's been pulling this stuff into my style for years now? Yeah, let's jump into it. Point blank period. The most important is going to be your rising sign. Your rising sign, and then second important is going to be your chart ruler. I think that the rising sign has time and time again shown why it is foundational for your style, because it's essentially what people see right away. There's no way to escape that. It is important for you to pay attention to your rising sign when you're building your style out around it. Your chart ruler is second important because that's going to be how you act, and I think that with style it should be comprehensive with the way that someone acts. So I have a Capricorn rising and a Aries Saturn, so that makes my chart ruler Aries. The way you find your chart ruler is that your rising sign is ruled by a planet. My rising sign is Capricorn, and the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn. So my Saturn in Aries is what makes it my chart ruler. I can run down the different chart rulers that there are based on planets, because I haven't dropped a planet video yet for you guys to know off top which planets are what. For Mars chart ruler, it's going to be Aries and Scorpio. For Venus chart ruler, it's going to be Taurus and Libra. For Mercury chart ruler, it is going to be Virgo and Gemini. For Saturn chart ruler, it's going to be Aquarius and Capricorn. For Jupiter chart ruler, it's going to be Sagittarius and Pisces. Based on whatever your rising sign is, the planet will be ruling it. Let's say you're a Sagittarius rising, then whatever your Jupiter sign is, let's say you're Gemini in Jupiter, then Gemini would be your chart ruler and Sagittarius is your rising. That would be the two energies that are the most important for you. I very much have stepped into my rising sign for some time now. I do love very earthy tones. I love browns, I love gray, I love black, and recently I have been embodying the magic of my chart ruler and I love it. I love dressing as an Aries. It is really fun for me, and I feel like it kind of enhances my super direct, super energetic personality. Getting red hair was such a good idea and I love it so much. I even wore like red and black for my first show because yeah, I've realized that I'm no longer waiting for the instructions, I'm just taking the lead. It's really cool to kind of dress in a manner that supports that, because with Martian energy, which is my chart ruler, I feel like I have a safe space to accept the fact that I've always wanted to dress in like a more alternative way. And with having that Capricorn rising, I didn't really dress work oriented. You know, I think that what you need to understand about your rising sign is that these characteristics are, in my opinion, freshly being seen in this way through the masses. Whereas like someone like me, this is how I used to feel more unique. This is how I felt like my style was unique. So my Pinterest looks insane. Like I have a pin that says Avatar, and it has my Aquarius stellium inspirations. It has my Capricorn rising, my Scorpio moon. And I've had pins like this for a long time where I thought it was really cool to pull inspiration from these signs. So for Scorpio and Aries, Martian energy, I've always pulled like blacks and leather, whips and chains, very alternative wear, a lot of active wear, a lot of like lethal tactical wear, because I have a Scorpio Mars, so you can take it a step further. And Scorpio sits over my 10th house and is my midheaven, so having a Capricorn rising, a lot of the times I feel like people do see me as a Scorpio, but you know, I do dress Martian, so it's not like a shock. But I also have certain signs that kind of sit in the more dominantly Capricorn places that are also Martian, along with Libra. So my font and my style is very much a representation of aesthetic alternative. It's also slightly spiritual because Scorpio sits in my midheaven. So with it sitting in my midheaven, above my 10th house, 11th house, it's very obvious that I can kind of have like this deep sensual style to me. Really cool. So if you have like a Libra rising, then whatever sits over your 7th house can have some influence on you, but also your Venus sign has a lot of influence on you. I do know a friend who is a Libra rising, and she has Aries Venus, and it actually sits in her 7th house. Aries sits over her 7th house. So she also has this very aesthetic alternative look to her, and we are just so darling. I actually posted a video of us recently, and I'll post it, where you guys can kind of see like how our styles are. I'm clearly an alternative Capricorn, and she's clearly an alternative Libra. Like, she has like highlights in her hair, which is Libra, but also blonde is Libra. Blonde is Libra. Blonde is Libra. But highlights are Aries for sure. Like highlights, messy hair, like crimped, like playful hair is very Aries. But yeah, in that video you can kind of see that I look like a Capricorn. You know, a lot of people said I look Scorpio, but like, hey, I'm not mad about it. A Capricorn Aries, a Capricorn alternative fucking Capricorn, whereas she looks like an alternative Libra. And that is just like the clearest way that I can tell you that not only your rising sign is important, but the second person in command is going to be your chart ruler. That's just the first tip, is that when we start with a zodiac styling, when we start with astrology styling, your rising sign and your chart ruler are going to be the guys in charge. Let's move into body part rulers, planetary rulers of the week. Okay, you don't always have to dress in your rising sign. You don't always have to dress in your planetary chart ruler sign. Okay, you can start to experience and express your style using focus on body part rulers. So each zodiac sign rules a body part. Aries rules the head, Taurus rules the neck, Gemini rules the hands, Leo rules the back, Cancer rules the chest and the breast, Virgo rules the stomach, the gut, Libra rules the lower back, Sagittarius rules the thighs and the hips, Aquarius rules the calves, and Pisces rules the feet. Capricorn rules the skin. Okay, so it's really important for Capricorns to have really good skin. I'm still working on it. But yeah. What you can do is, if you have a Leo rising, you should be focused on your back being open, your back getting more toned so that you feel comfortable with your back. Using your body part ruler for your rising sign, or you know, you can use your sun sign, you can use your moon sign. I recommend your rising sign to start when it comes to enhancing that body part ruler. Like if you're a Cancer rising and you don't feel like you have any yayas, I think wearing shirts that make you feel comfortable regardless of how big they are. You know, it's magic. When you do this, it can kind of create a more sense of who you truly are, make you feel more comfortable in your skin. Yes, I recommend using your rising sign's body part ruler, but I'm not going to say you should shy away from anything in your chart. If you are interested or something's calling to you in your chart, go crazy. Get at it, girl. It wants you for a reason. Trust me. Because my rising sign found me first, my Aquarius stellium found me second, and then my chart ruler found me recently. My Scorpio moon has always been there growing up, so that's interesting. Next, we're going to focus on the planetary rulers of the week. They are Monday, Moon Day, Tuesday, Mars Day, Wednesday, Mercury, Thursday, Jupiter, Friday, Venus, Saturday, Saturn Day, Sunday, Sunday. The reason that this is important is because when you're figuring out your zodiac styling and when you're doing magic with your like glamour magic like this, you should focus on those days of the week using whatever sign you have. If you want to start with your glamour magic where you just honor the moon and then Mars and then Mercury without adding your specific flavor to the sign that you have in those planets, totally okay. If you want to get used to what moon energy feels like, I used to do this where I would spend my week experiencing the energies of the planet so that I knew how the vibes were, what it felt like. Like I would go through Monday, relax and clean my home or just do what makes me feel good inside. Tuesday, go to the gym, get everything done. Wednesday, open communication, plan, be around my friends, collaborate. Thursday, expand, apply to something that's going to change my life, or do the things that are like explorative and discovery, learning on that day. Friday, just being beautiful and experiencing what it's like to treat myself, you know? If you want to get used to experiencing your week using planetary magic before you start dressing or pulling in those things, totally cool, totally reasonable as well, because I know that these things, if you're new to it, can be kind of like, well, what the heck do I do? You know, so that's what these videos are going to be for, is kind of helping you guys get a peek into like how I live my life as a glamorous witchy girl. However, if you're past expressing or experiencing the planetaries through just the planet itself, and you want to kind of pull in your energy, on Moon Day, I'm a Scorpio moon, so I can do witchcraft, I can do like deep shadow work, I can do things more attuned to my moon. When it comes to, let's say on Monday I have a date, I'm gonna dress in my Scorpio moon 100, because my Scorpio moon is gonna really emanate on Monday if I have a date on Monday. And that date is definitely, your moon sign is very similar to like your Venus sign, because it's all very feminine, it's all very sentimental, okay? And a date is very sentimental, it's very feminine, okay? Because we're all passive, we're enjoying ourselves, we're laughing, we're enjoying, okay? If I have a run or some sort of meet or some sort of like business thing, I'm gonna dress in my Scorpio Mars, because Tuesday is ruled by Mars, and that's exactly what my Mars sign's in. So I'm going to dress in a more tactical way, black, sleek, chic way, because I have a Scorpio Mars. Whereas someone who has a Virgo Mars would probably dress in a more earthy way, down to earth, lots of dark greens, you know? So yeah, that's why it's important to use planetary magic, because you don't have to just dress as your rising sign. But if you're gonna do glamour magic and you're gonna pull in things from the cosmos using your natal chart, you should go about paying attention to which planet is on the sky, is going on, who's being honored, you know, so that you can also honor that part of yourself that exists. And this is a really fun way for you to like express your fashion in ways that can be spread throughout the week. And you can kind of see how to get more creative through using the other signs in your chart throughout the week, instead of just always focusing on the rising sign and the chart ruler, because the chart ruler and the rising sign are kind of boring after a while, you know? Like, you do need to step into expressing the rest of your charts, okay? Your rising sign and your chart ruler are baseline. They are foundational. You know, there's never gonna be, there's always gonna be a lick of structure about me. There's always gonna be a lick of excitement or directness or assertiveness about me, but my looks also have to enhance that. And going throughout the rest of my chart, like paying attention to my moon sign and paying attention to my sun sign, my Mercury sign, are what's going to help me enhance more of not only my personality, but my style can surround my personality a lot clearer this way, because it's not just about your rising sign and your chart ruler. They are important, but they're not all that matters. So yeah, that's how we use planetary rulers throughout the week, and how you can kind of start to express your entire chart throughout the week using planetary rulers. Now let's talk about Venus, Mars, MC, North Node, Lilith. You know, people are, like I said, rising and chart ruler are going to be the ones in command. They're going to be your font. They're going to be how everything comes out. Let's say I'm going on a date. I'm gonna dress in my Venus sign. I know I just said Monday, Moon Day, I know, but what I'm saying is Venus and Moon are the feminine planets. So feminine planets mean you do dress as your feminine planets when you're doing feminine things, okay? You're going on vacation, you're going on a date, you're having a you day. You dress as either your moon sign or your Venus sign. Those are for love. Those are for TLC. Now, how you use them is more about you when you're using your chart. If you want to get a man to believe in love at first sight, I recently made a TikTok about that, use his Venus sign, because he wants to see a specific characteristic when it comes to love. If he's a Pisces Venus, he's really into dreamy love. So you need to dress in a dreamy way. Watch his eyes widen. What the fuck? Yeah, wear pink and shit, because Pisces is into pink. Now, if he has a Scorpio Venus, you need to wear tight black, red. You feel me? And you need to look scrumptious. You need to look sensual is the point. And that's very different from a Pisces Venus. A man who's Scorpio Venus actually needs that intensity. A Pisces Venus man isn't as excited by it and is maybe a little more scared of it, actually. Enjoys it in a way that's more like dreamy and princess mannery, you know? Intensity in a princess way, but not in the scary, sexy demon girl way, okay? Venus is all for love. Your moon sign's also for love. Now Mars is when you're trying to get into that action, okay? When you're taking action, when you're about to make something happen, closing a deal, having business things, going to the gym, you have a run, like things that are action oriented, that require effort from you, you need to dress in your Mars sign, okay? There's nothing else but that. Okay? And if you're this is another spicy tip. If you are looking for lingerie that's gonna flatter you the best, dress in your Mars sign. Lingerie, because Mars is about sex. It's about sex. So you have to think of your Mars sign when you're getting down to the deed. And if you want to be enticing somebody in the deed, look at their Mars sign. It's always like reverse, okay? If you're focused on you, focus on your stuff. If you're focused on someone else, look at their stuff. Take their stuff, okay? Because then when you put their stuff on, they're gonna notice it. They're gonna be like, why do you look so good? MC and North Node. These are for... MC is for success, okay? I dressed in my MC and I did a concoction for a networking event, and I landed my first runway show because I networked with a guy who got me that runway show. So your MC is point blank period for success. A lot of people say it's your legacy. It's more than that. It's more than that. Yeah. True. But it is the highest point of your success. So dress in your MC for success. It does mean a lot more. It does show you your legacy. It does show you what you do for people. But if you dress in that way and you're looking and you're trying to expand in a way that's going to build your success, look towards your MC and pull in characteristics for that to go for your outfit. For North Node, this is about your highest expression, okay? So when you're happy, when you're celebrating, I graduated my social media school, so I dressed in my Leo North Node and I wore orange hair and loud shirt and big clothing, big earrings, like I had fun. And North Node is what I look to when you're looking to have fun, when you're looking to step into the new you, the you that you're sometimes scared to be. You know, North Node is about our capacity to be that highest expression. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, Lilith is your shadow. So whatever sign you have her in, you need to dress in the dark aspects of that sign. The reason you would dress as Lilith is because you are trying to heal your shadow. Point blank period. There's really no other fucking reason. If you have an Aries Lilith and you struggle with confidence, you need to start dressing in a way that you're confident. If you have a Scorpio Lilith and you're hypersexual or not sexual at all, you need to either stop dressing sexually or you need to dress more sexually. It's literally that simple. Whatever your Lilith sign is making you feel, you have to reverse psychology it. That's what you have to do, because your Lilith sign is your shadow side. It's your darkest, most intense, scary side. So yes, when you dress as your Lilith sign, it is to heal your shadow. Simple. So this is really what you should focus on when you're stepping into astrology styling 101. Let's review. Let's go over what we talked about. Your rising sign and your chart ruler are the guys in command. Rising sign is the CEO. Chart ruler is the second in command. Okay, period. That's it. Foundational. That's what we think of them as. Now, your body part ruler, get comfortable with the rising sign of your body part ruler. For my Capricorn rising, I'm supposed to be comfortable with skin. I just put makeup on it. But I do have better skin when I go to the gym. Not a shock. The second body part ruler for Aries would be my head. And so I'm really big on being creative in that way. But I do want to get this face thermal. Body part rulers are going to be a cool way to get into your magic, okay? And then planetary rulers, so that you don't get so bored with your rising sign, your chart ruler, because there's a lot more to learn about your chart than just your rising sign, just your ruler. And this is how you kind of start to expand your style using your entire chart, instead of just feeling like you have to stick to your rising sign, you have to stick to your chart ruler. You don't. You have freedom. This is a free world, okay? Like, I'm literally talking about how to dress using the stars. There's freedom. You can do whatever you want. And the only reason I'd be so like serious about that is because people on the internet are like, well, what if I don't like dressing? Girl, it's okay. No one, I don't have a gun. It's okay. This is for fun. Let's put the weapons down. Let's put the defensiveness down. Okay, girlies, we're here having fun. This is great glamour fun, okay? But in the witchy, magical way. Like, get with it or get out. But yeah, so planetary rulers for expansion, for expanding your style. And the most popular and most talked about signs: Venus, Mars, North Node, MC, and Lilith. So yes, I hope this made it very insightful for you on where to start if you want to do zodiac styling or astrology styling. And if you have any more questions, please feel free to drop down in the comments. But if you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up, follow, and subscribe, because why not? I think that's it. Love you.